Morning. Good morning, everyone. And I think it's been a kind of a roller coaster ride for people who are watching this because there's something already happening in the morning. Then we have got here hardly like 15 minutes, and it's like a rapid fire. Continuous it is happening. Good. So how many of you guys are feeling that Josh, man? Just imagine early morning if you have this kind of a power, what's going to happen the remaining, I think, probably like few hours from now, your entire job is done. Then go back to your family, enjoy, do whatever you want to do. Good. So today's topic is something which is more crazier than all of you guys. Okay. You all have a notebook with you right now? Awesome. Nice. Okay. Look at the first page. You will feel most of us, usually the first page is the most neatest place, right? When you start a notebook, you smell that fresh, right? Anyone like me? You open a new book and you put all beautiful handwritings. The first handwriting is like a typewriting, yes or no? And you put different colors. And I've seen many people, they do calligraphy and kind of different kind of things. Whatever they know, they try to do it and they write a fantastic way. But something happens after some time. After some time, it becomes Kerala Paroda. Anyone remembers what is Kerala Paroda? Okay, they crush that the entire thing. Yeah, good. Look at the last page where you put some amazingly important document of yours, right? All hisab, all plus points, minus points, good points, anything you have to remember. Okay. But the first page and the last page, there is a complete characteristic change. It's a head and tails. Yes or no? Anyone remembers me? Okay. I had a friend. He used to write from front to back and back to front, both. Yeah. One notebook in the college was like all subject in one. Anyone like that? All in one subject? Fantastic. One diary for every goddamn thing. Hello? That is your ration table also, your financial planning also, your educational system also, and also your loan and account and doodling and every goddamn thing in one. Good. Khichdi? Good. Amazing. So, yeah, first page and last page. First page you don't touch because it is the essence of that entire thing. Yes or no? It's like the front page. And back page, you feel like, yaar, apna ration dukan hai. Put whatever you want. Good. So I think we are all in the same page. Yes or no? Correct. Okay. Only few people, typically certain segment of people who keep their notebook very clean. For everything, they have a particular kind of a thing. For every subject, there is a different notebook. Every notebook has a neat cover with a name sticker. Yes or no? There are some people out there. They do that. Yeah. I also had a mentee. She was doing all these things, and it was canvas designing and artwork and all. She was very neat about cleaning and all those things. Yeah. But unfortunately, it does not happen. So today, I'll tell you, this is exactly how we learn about human psychology. Many times, the way this guy might be sitting in front of me, and he has a very expensive notebook or diary or something. I don't know if I can show something. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Okay. And let me also bring in this one as well. Bring this. Okay. So just to give you an idea. So whenever there is a, sorry, I was not with my props. This is a very neat diary. Yes or no? Okay. Very neat. It looks sophisticated. And you have some kind of, fancy opening stuff. Then you have some cards and all these things. This is a new one. And then you have the first page. Here you write your name, your all beautiful things here, nice quotes, and then you start. But the moment you go, absolutely things changed. Yes or no? Now, very few people can actually keep something very handy. Okay, these are black books. Typically, we use it for our fest. So we have got many such kind of black books where you learn all these things. These are black books, which is like filtered notes, filtered notes, filtered notes, and it is like kept. And we see that if I tell you that, okay, keep this for your lifetime, you are going to write very neatly every time you touch this book. Yes or no? You don't touch that thing. Okay. Religious books. I mean, I don't know anyone other than me who marks and writes on religious books. Achha, I am the only Krantikari guy. Oh, okay. Many other people. You write there? I write with pen also. Sometimes I draw some designs. My parents and all these people, they cry hard, but I tell them that whatever I'm writing is actually a very deep introspection. So sometimes some of the meanings I don't understand. So I watch Wikipedia, Google, and all these things. Then I write, "Acha, iska matlab ye," because these are very difficult Vedic science words, which a normal dumb guy like me, I will not understand. Yes or no? So sometimes I note down for all these points. Anyways, now they're convinced. So what is the topic is all about? The topic is all about personalizations. How do you read a human being? So today's topic is something like this. So coach, can you share that? Share the task today? Okay. So I think coach has already sent it to you. I think everyone. Okay. The task is, what are the 10 starking differences in your writing book? Okay. I showed you, sometimes I have images at the back, some doodling, some crazy cartoons. Anyone like me? In the last page, you have got some tic-tac-toe, yeah, taking ration card informations. Okay, 1 kg dal, 1 kg atta, 3 kg something nonsense. Okay, write down the 10 starking difference that you see in your daily notebooks. Go ahead. Very simple thing. Then I'll give you the transcendence later. Okay, just share that task. So go ahead and type it in here itself. Yeah. Just give me some ideas, like, what are the kind of differences that you see in your first page and your last page? First page I told you, and last page also. So check your attributes, check your notebooks, whatever. I mean, are you with the loose pages? Are you somebody with a writing pad? Are you right now somebody with a what do you call this? Spring kind of things? Are you somebody like this? Or do you have this kind of notebook? Whatever it is. Check out your first page and check out the last page. Okay. Check out the first page and check out the last page. I'll tell you mine. Okay. I don't have to blame anyone. I'm blaming myself. This is my first page. Wow, beautiful, is it? First page, very neat. See, nothing is there. By the time you go to the last page of it, I have no idea what I've written. Okay. This is somewhere in the last. Okay. My handwriting does not match anything. I can't understand my own handwriting sometimes. And I've got many other diagrams. I don't know, all this nonsenses are there. Anyways, go ahead. What are the starking differences that you see from the first page to the last page? Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, you can cheat today. Yeah, you can copy and cheat. Look at your notebook and you can write your answers. Go ahead. Okay. Many times you see somebody suited, booted, very nicely decorated. He looks amazing or she looks amazing. But when they start talking, you know what is this guy? Yes or no? How many of you guys have seen this kind of people? Okay. दूर से बहुत अच्छे दिखते हैं. They're like awesome. But the moment they open up their mouth, Satyanas, मेरा घर को इसमें. Yes or no? Have you seen such kind of people in your life? From far, they look very nice. Yeah. So people who are watching this on YouTube, I'm sure you can also jump in and rope in also here. Because this is a very deep psychology that we are trying to learn from the Vedic sciences. Okay. So please understand, at the time when all these old rituals had been written, paper was a very difficult thing. Yes or no? Paper is recently invented. It is not even probably around a couple of 100 years or so. Those time it was very difficult to get those kind of Tamra Patra and all these things, because you cannot write on all the patras. There is only some kind of an ink has to be done. And if you do a mistake, then again you have to go out and get that patra gitra, all these things, and you have to cut it off, chop it off, fold it. It was very difficult, and it was secured in a very, very nice place. Yes or no? How many of you guys know, right? And you cannot do a mistake also, because if you do a mistake, again you have to write. There was no Control Alt Delete Shift shoot back, control. This mechanism was not there. So our ancestors used something which you will see. The handwriting and all this thing was consistent from the first page to the last page. Yes or no? Then why? What exactly happened within us that our first page looks completely different than the last page? First page looks like a typewriter. Last page looks like a ghostwriter. Yes or no? God knows who is writing what. And angle also changes. Sometimes you write ulta also. Yeah. Yes or no? So this will give you a lot of identification of your personality. I hope all of you guys have written some at least 4-5 points. Awesome. Nice. Good. Write 1, 1, 3 points. So I'm not going to tell you what is going to be here, but I'm going to tell you about the transcendence once you listen to this. Okay. Your last page has momentarily important information or temporarily important information. Check it out. Yes or no? And first page is something to flaunt. You write the first page in such a way as if like you are going to meet your girlfriend and that is the love letter. Yes or no? The first page is designed not for you, but to show your other side, the good side to the other people. Yes or no? But actually the last page is what you are. Am I making sense? Last page talks about your current being. Forget about the internal content. Yeah. Last page is the carefree self of yours. You don't care about मेरा handwriting किधर से किस angle पे जा रहा है. You don't care about that. Yes or no? But first page you are conscious. You are writing everything. First page is value for the notebook. Last page is value for yourself. Aha moment. Did you get my point? First page is value for the notebook, but last page is your true self. Last page, you have got a lot of calculations which gives you positive directions, small course correction at every point of time. Yes or no? Check it out. Correct? Yeah. But first page, there is no direction. It is just show off. It is just your image. It is just your perception. Many times, this is what we do. Is we like to wear according to somebody else, talk according to somebody else, be like somebody else. This is what has been taught from your childhood, yes or no? And many times I have seen in my case, look, this fellow's son is going here, you should also do that. Okay, you should also behave properly. We teach it to the kids, no? See, your brother is sitting quietly. Why can't you sit quietly? Yes or no? What are you trying to teach kids? The first page. But what is the kid actually? The last page. How many of you guys got some very deep trance just by this small exercise today? And you learned about your true self. The next time when you see your last page, that is what you are. That's why, look at the system. Today, first benchers in the class are working for the last benchers. How many of you guys are able to see? First benchers are working for the last benchers. First benchers are always there to impress the teacher, yes or no? Last bencher does not care also. They are busy with their own tiffin box, own stories, under table works, yes or no? They have their own world, the world they have designed, corner world, backbench world, hello? And these guys do some amazingly crazy stuff. Number one, they have an amazing leadership and ownership quality. Number two, they can create a team. Yes or no? All the kranti happens on the last bench also. Yes or no? Any kind of movement, any kind of mass bunking, mass revolt, all last benchers. Yes or no? Any chit underneath, I will help you, you will help me. It happens in the last bench. It doesn't happen in the first bench. Yes or no? How many of you guys are getting these powerful things? Just from a simple notebook. Last bencher uses the last page in so many variants. They can tear it, make an aeroplane also. Hello. Yeah. First bencher is no. Yes or no? I leave you to discuss this feeling because this is also, so if you need to judge somebody or if you have to make out of it, There are a couple of things I would like to share with you. This story goes to an amazing industrialist in India. Okay, I would like to tell you, I would like to make you guess this. One day he was traveling to one destination, and there were many people there in that car. Suddenly, I think the tire got flat, and everyone went out, and it was like a, so the driver was trying to repair the tire and all, and other guys were having tea, coffee, and all those things. Suddenly, they saw the main guy is missing. So they thought might be he has gone for some, bio break or something, might be a water break or chai break. But after some time, they could not find this guy. Then someone started searching, and they found out this guy has rolled his sleeves, taken his tie in the inside, and he is helping this guy to remove the tire. And everyone said, "Sir, you are the biggest industrialist. Why you have to do this?" Then he smiled and said, "If I can help him, the thing that needs around 15 minutes, it will be done in the next 7 minutes. I can save 7 minutes so that I can utilize this powerful time there." Did you understand? So that's why this guy had a grease in his hands, even though he was one of the top ranking industrialists, and you are right that it was Mr. Ratanji Tata. Did you understand? The true self of a person is seen in the last page, not in the first page. Everyone has their own first page. If you have to know about this guy, you would think there are certain small traits are there. In fact, these are small things that we notice. These are small things we understand. Is it really qualified for? Is that person is really qualified for whatever I'm telling or not? So these are certain things we do check in the certification level also. You might have no idea. By the way, you are giving photos and sharing all these things. Now, are you guys understanding the kind of depth we go to find out if people are eligible or not for working with us? Okay, so I leave this entire session open to you guys to share your things. Let us not take it in a kind of a debatable point. Share your realizations, because now today you will understand your true self. How much do you show and how much do you show off? How much are you and how much are you in reality? I think these are some of the perspectives are required. Is it only the money, or is it about how you utilize the money, how you value the money, how you value everything of your life? That also counts. Good. जाते जाते एक और चीज एग्जांपल देना चाहूंगा. There were two presidents of two different states were there. One from Japan, I think, sorry, one from China or Japan, I'm not sure. And another person, I think China. Yeah, Japan, China. And another one was Barack Obama. And there was a dog. This video became very viral. The Asian president took the dog by the neck and it took like this. Okay? And said, hello, whatever it is. But Barack Obama took it like this, as if like a baby. These are small gestures which defines, even if you are powerful, are you worthy of power or not? Are you showing your ownership or not? Your body language has a different kind of an attribute. Similarly, your notebook, how you treat your notebook also has a different kind of an attribute. I hope this session was powerful to show you your inner self. This is taken from a Vedic science, and this concept is from a place called as Purva Mimamsa. I leave it to you. I tell you the source also from where I've taken this idea, and I thought of giving it to you. So write down your names. You can invite like 5 or 10 people. You can share your thoughts and realizations about this topic. Anything you would like to share, go ahead and open it up. Type in your names and go ahead. Go quick, but you have to be quick, guys. Okay. So the next person be ready. Okay. Next person be ready. Modit, you go first, and your time starts now.
So yeah, I checked my writing style. So it was like we write Om at the center, and then we start. And at the last page, I mostly what the thing is important at that point, like some number I have to note down right now or something I am doing. So yeah, thank you.
Dada, most of the time we see that we end up judging others in terms of personalities and all. We don't look at ourselves. So I think today this is kind of eye-opening that how we look at ourselves. Yes, there are many things that we do in our day-to-day life that we show off, and but our true self that is lying somewhere else. So I think this is a realization of our true self. That's my take on from these sessions.
Yeah, Dada, actually, like, see, we always show off. Like, we do most of the things to make other people happy, rather than we actually don't feel what we are doing is it makes much more happier. That's the thing what I understood from this. Thank you.
या दादा, आज का जो सेशन था वो इतना पावरफुल था। एक छोटी सी चीज है, उसको एक पर्सपेक्टिव के साथ जो आपने जो जोड़ के समझाया उस चीज को, कि नॉर्मली हम क्या एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं, मतलब बाहर से जो दिखते हैं कि फर्स्ट पेज टाइप, और मतलब इसको मैं एक पॉजिटिव मान के चल रहा हूँ कि जो लास्ट पेज है जिसमें इतनी सारी इंफॉर्मेशन होती है, सो वी वी मतलब मतलब जो लास्ट पेज है जो इतने इंफॉर्मेशन होती है, और मतलब हम प्रिटेंड करते हैं कि फर्स्ट पेज की तरह अपीयर हो, जिसमें सब कुछ नीट एंड क्लीन दिखे सबको, बट अंदर से हम सब वो लास्ट पेज की तरह ही। सो दैट्स ऑल।
Sir, I may differ for the first thing. First page, I think that वो हमारा perception होता है, हम क्या अपना कैसे दिखना चाहते हैं, हम कैसे दिखाना चाहते हैं, वो ये not to show off. We also love to see that we have a neat page and neat clean page. We also we want to for ourselves also, not for others. First we write that for ourselves. I think so that and the last page is also for us also. We have the important numbers and important quotes also we can write there. Sometimes where we take a note of something we have to write the scribble फटाफट जो हम लिखना चाहते हैं. That are the things I think so. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I would like to add one more point. So this is a two-way of perspective. Okay, बचपन में आपको handwriting सुधारने के लिए कहा जाता है, yes or no? Okay, but science says if your handwriting is bad, that means your mind is working faster than your hand. Do you get my point? So science says that if your mind is working faster than your hand, then your handwriting is not going to be beautiful. So what does it mean? If your handwriting is bad, it is okay. You are better than many people. Okay. Another thing I would like to tell you, if you are a creative person, automatically your hand will be much more better controlled. Okay. This also shows your handwriting has multiple things. Are you a hardworking guy, or a smart working guy, or a creative guy, or an analytical guy? I think with handwriting you can see a lot of things. But with only just a notebook, it also tells you how you keep your things. That also means if I give you some responsibility, how are you going to handle your things? Did you get my point? Okay. How you keep your things is directly proportional to how will you keep my thing if I hire you for doing some things. Because how you do anything is how you do everything. This small gesture, how you use your notebook, also tells many things about you. Did you get my point? So that's why in our company, our hiring style is different. We don't look at how much skilled you are, how much knowledgeable you are. We look at your attitude and we look at your, executional behavior and many other languages. That's why FEST is different than any other things that we can think. Powerful? Awesome. Next.
Hi, Dada. As you mentioned, the first page is always beautiful with Om or Shri Ganesh written on top, center. And my last page is very colorful, It has a lot of content. And depending upon the importance and depending upon the number one, number two, I change the color because when I'm thinking in the office doing something, suddenly if I remember something has to be done, job of home, I'll use a different color sketch pen, red color sketch pen in between suddenly. So depending upon I have handled multiple projects as well as I mentioned to you. So depending upon the number one, number two priorities, I use different colors on the same page. So everything becomes important in the sense of should not to everything is to do or to finish, and I don't miss out anything. So I have lots of colors in my page.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi,
Next.
Dada. This is the first page. The first page is like we want to be like the how people think of us, and we almost all we always show up. But in the middle of that, we always forget that the true inner self. That is the last page, and the first page is uh, like we dressing sense and all those things, and our personality. And but the last page is the true inner self. Like the only one person is know that our own elder brother, the who born before 9 months. That's my realization.
Good one. Yeah. So sometimes I can't read my own writing also. I'm telling you. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Next.
Yeah, so it take me to my childhood, Dada. So when I go with my mother to the kirana shop, and we used to carry the diary. So first page is always a clean, where the God name Om is written and our name, and the actual thing starts from the second page. But whenever he said that something is pending at your end, then mom has to return the back. So do not continue with this one and just go back to the last page. Same thing applies when they started the schooling thing. Then if some gates and anything's coming and they want to note down some numbers and address, so then Papa and something else, just give me a notebook. So what they do, they just go back to last page and write it down. So from childhood, it is something written that your first thing it should be always be clean. Whatever you should write, it's always to be on the last page. Even these teacher also said, just write it on the backside. So it's something a mental block since the childhood. It is then you should go as the first image as a clean, and whatever the things that you have to do, it's the back pages. So that was my learning today. Thank you.
Awesome. Nice. So I think this Purva Mimansha also talks about the same thing. If you need to know the characteristics and individuality of this person, you look at how he treats with his subordinates and juniors and the people who are below his level. Okay. And that's how you identify the good characteristics of this guy. Now, a moment. Yeah, good. Next person.
Thank you, Dada. It reminded me the entire my childhood when you mentioned about how the bank benches does that thing. And from the first page and the last page, and it was a complete, I do not understand within a span of a minute. Entire 10 years of my span of my education from first to 10th has been completely rolled out like a movie. And what I remember, and today also, it's always my first page is much better about naming beautiful with a calligraphy, with a colorful pens. And last page is also, I have seen it's not a junk actually, but it is also the task which is important in that moment where it was necessary to write down somewhere and jotting down the things. So it's not, it's yes, little bit scribble up and down here. But all that information is necessary some kind of and some time. And I feel today also it's necessary, but it's only the things that it's not properly put down in a paper, except some books. As you always define, there is a black book, there is a blue book or white book. And the black book that you mentioned, it's always, for me also one black book is there, which I kept for a long time. And it's very less information which I kept, which is very important for me only that I jotted down there. So it's thanks Dada, because it's again which wasn't forgotten. It was in the back of mind, but which was been stopped now. Again, it's necessary to start again, which is required for this to move further on my point of view. Thank you.
Good. All of you guys are right, and thank you so much for participating. Give a big round of applause. And people who are watching this on YouTube, I would like to end this session with a very powerful bang. It is not what is written in your notebook that matters. It is the number in your bank account that matters, what you have written throughout your life in those notebooks. Did you get my point? It
yes,
is not what is there in your notebook that matters. what is in your bank account that reflects every goddamn thing that you have noted down in those notebooks.
What's in the
Today-
passbook?
Yeah, of course, it is a passbook or whatever. The bank statement, I think the numbers talks louder than anything else. Again, I'm telling you, okay, you might keep on writing 10,000 things. But if it is not materialized, if it is not been seen by the right people, if it is not been heard or probably been utilized, then these things are of no purpose to it. There are lots such kind of amazing scientists, poets, artisans. We have lost it because they never took out the books and they gave it to somebody to decipher what is inside. Yes or no? Yeah. So some of the other times, I think that's the same reason we have initiated this copywriters club to bring in that kind of things which is usually not taught, sharing, writing, and many other things. Today, those notebooks are, I don't know where these guys are going to be thrown out, how long you are going to use those things. As long as the paper is there or the blank page is here, or as long as you are connected with that. Did you get my point? Some notebooks becomes your life experiences and you never need to throw that. It will be in the museum. Yes or no? I went to Delhi, I saw Gandhiji's written stuff and all these things are all preserved. Tagore's things are preserved. Yes or no? So my question is, whatever Tagore had written, it was a doodle created out there. Do you know that? And everything is preserved out now. So what does it mean? That even in the doodle also, there was a very much meaningful things which he told how to utilize others. So the entire intention is your personality is seen in multiple things that you do. Might be small note taking, might be how you sit, might be how you talk, might be how you think. There is someone goddamn judging you every day. And you can't help it. People will judge you by your covers. People are going to be doing this. But friends and family, they are the people at the last page. Did you get my point? They accept even if it is scribbled. They accept you even if it is nonsensical. They accept you even if talking something which is different. So yeah, Mudit, mute. So I think that's a beautiful story out there. And that's why you need to be connected with people who accepts you by your write-up in the last page, not in the first page. This is a very powerful declaration I'm giving it to you today. If you can accept somebody with the last page kind of an attribute, I think then you have grown, you have matured yourself. Moment. Okay, good one. So with that, let's end today's session and I will see you in the next powerful session. And with that, whatever things that you felt like, you can comment in the box. And by the way, just a simple declaration. Our copywriting club is going to be open here every day from Monday to Thursday. And we are doing a more of an introduction session. So we are not getting into the practicals right now. If you are somebody who is interested, joining is absolutely free. I'm keeping it open and you will be getting a lot of insights out there. I think I'll make one of the biggest marathons possible there. Okay. I'm directly telling you, I'm planning for a Guinness Book of World Record, having the biggest, most valuable number of people and the longest ever possible program ever designed. I don't know. I'm planning, but I cannot do it all alone. Are you guys okay with that? Okay, but it will be very, very valuable. Every day, 1 hour from morning 5:30 to 6:30. I will try to reduce the gap out there. And let me see. Let me try out not about making it as a longer sentences, but I would rather like to prove it, not by Guinness Book and all, but maximum number of people who gets value out of it. I think that is something which is more important. What do you think, guys? So if you are somebody who wants to get in, just write down in the YouTube comment section. Okay, let me in, and we're gonna put you inside the things. There is only one condition: you need to come every day. Yes, you need to come every day. If you are not coming every day, then you need to buy the recording from the LMS structures. It is a small subscription fee per month. And if you are not able to come because the timing is not suiting you, you have got many other things, we understand that, then you can get the access to the entire thing by paying a bigger amount. And that's it, simple. I'm making it very clear. But if you are paying also, and if you're trying to do the LMS, we have our people here who will be putting some moderators there. If you don't utilize it for 1 month, your subscription is cancelled and you need to buy it once more. Is it fair? Okay, I'm making a rule very simple. You come, free. Don't come, buy. You buy but don't use, again you have to buy. That's a punishment. Fair? Awesome. Nice. I think that's a very good way. So with that, let me pause today's session out there. I'll see you tomorrow.